Making some chili today. There's the bell pepper. The meat with there's onion, but it's cut really fine, so some people don't like onion in the family. I got this big can of tomato sauce from First Street. No, it's not First Street. It's from Food. What is the name of the place we went to? Smart and Final. And you can take this thing and put some in the containers that I'm going to put here and just use what you need. And I've got beans, pinto beans, black beans, kidney beans, stewed tomatoes. You can also buy those there like that too, but I don't use those like that. But I usually make the beans fresh, like from the bag, but if I want to hurry up and do it, I just do it like this, cook up the meat. It's still really good. I cook up the meat, and of course, it makes a difference for the homemade beans, you know, the kind you get in the bag and you cook it like this. I made some like that, which I'm going to use them in there. But I made them for some friend of ours, very sweet lady, and I want to blend them up really good for her, so I had some left. But I'll add some of the homemade beans with these and the black beans, and then I've got the tomato sauce, and it's going to be really good, even though they're canned beans. You just don't cook the chili as long, like it would take hours usually. Now you only take minutes. Well, maybe about an hour at the most to blend them all together. Once you have the meat in there and everything and mix it all together, I'll show you that. But it's going to come out really good. Now once I add all the ingredients, then I'll put the seasonings. And this is chili seasoning. Of course this is not keto. But you can make your own seasoning. And here's black pepper. Onion. We already have onion that we're adding, but I add a little more. I usually use this Himalayan salt, which is pink. You can use the regular salt, but the reason I don't do keto every single time is because I already have high protein, and that's why I'm prone to the keloids, and so I got to be really careful. So I'm trying to find a good diet that's like keto but doesn't have all the proteins. It's good for my family. But for me, because I get the keloids, I can't use it all the time because it just adds too much of the proteins in my body. But I love the keto diet. It's my favorite diet I've ever had. It's made me healthier, and you know, you lose all the weight. But with this keloids that I get, it's really painful. So I just try and do different things sometimes. And plus, for those that are not keto people, you might want to use, you know, because that's going to have sugar in it, that seasoning. So anyways, there's a pile of veggies on our meat. And I was going to say, I did a video with tortillas that we used the low carb, and somebody commented that they were not keto friendly, which I was assuming they would be, but because the carbs are so low, like I think there's only 3 per tortilla, and anyways, the sugars in it would make it non-friendly, I believe. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I saw some tortilla recipes that I'm going to go ahead and do one on this channel as soon as I decide to get the ingredients together and do it. So stay tuned for that. It looks really delicious. It's a new subscriber, a new subscription that I subscribed to. Made delicious looking tortillas. I'm going to try those. And also Keto Connect, they make delicious tortillas. So I'm going to try one of theirs, and I will have it on here later. But I'll update you on the chili in a little bit, because it's going to take like a few more minutes. But it doesn't take very long. The meat and the veggie and put the seasoning in is what takes the longest. And I also wanted to show you this pad thai sauce, and this is not keto either, but this is for me because I don't do keto every single week because of my high protein in my body already, and dries out my hair. It makes my keloids larger. But anyways, I'm gonna try this, and guess what with? We're going to do it with the tofu, and also with the Thai stir-fry noodles. This is how you make the pad thai. It's really good, but you use peanuts, but I'm going to use the peanut sauce. And you also, it might have the chunks in there. If it does, ooh, that's a really good sauce. And then you could put shrimp or chicken or whatever, but I usually like shrimp, but I didn't see any shrimp that I felt like I wanted to get to go with this. So I'm just going to use, unless between now and the time I make this, which I'm going to do a mukbang on this. So look for that. The tofu with the Thai chicken stir-fried rice noodles and the pad Thai sauce. And this is definitely not keto, but I've got all this protein in here, so I decided I will add something else so that I'm not having just strict proteins for my health. But if you guys know of something that would cut the protein a little bit and still be keto-ish, where I cannot have to have problems with keloids, because that's what's doing it. You know, you're scarring over your tissue. That's why it overdoes it, so I can't use that. So anyways, look for that, because that video is going to be interesting. I'm going to make all this together sometime next week.